Right, good evening. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to camp. We are back with a new, fresh Friday the 13th community challenge request. It is the Deadeye challenge. Cannot miss a single throw. If we miss a throw, we have to reset. And yeah, I'm gonna try to do it with no kid or counselor deaths. Technically, that's not part of the rules, but I like to throw that in if the challenge seems like it will allow it. Yeah, thanks for the good luck, Vegas. So as always here, we are going to hit the reset button and show the beginning, the start, and that is not a good seed, not a good seed at all. But I guess we'll do this one. I don't like to reset for a better seed on these either, I just like to go. Hopefully I catch if I miss anything. Actually, this is a good spot to collect a couple vitamins. Vitamins could be very useful. Hey Baseball, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. Yep, this is the one that you suggested. Just got started, hoping it goes well. Actually, if it goes well, if it doesn't go well, either way, as long as it's good, that's really all that matters. Normally I'd throw a fourth rock there, but gotta be extra careful here. I don't think there, if there's something that misses and I don't catch it, please let me know. I'm trying to be extra careful to catch all those. Hey Steven, welcome in. Thanks for the good luck. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. Where is my knife? There it is. Wait, why am I still going this way? I was sitting there trying to get a vitamin, but there's not a vitamin over there. Well, there is one, just not in that general section. You excited for spring training baseball? Been the Brewers beat the Cubs today, which is generally fun, but it's not like this. It's not like it really matters. I'm gonna try the torch just because I don't want to risk getting the I don't want to risk trying to grab the pitchfork and miss throws on Pamela. This is called the Deadeye challenge. I cannot miss any throws. Yeah, there's been, like, right after he passed, there were a bunch of bootleg shirts that different companies were trying to release, like saying, hey, and they basically trying to profit off of his death. I'm like, I'll wait till baseball or like MLB releases an official one that maybe the proceeds go to his family or some charity he was really into. But I'm not gonna just buy something that a random company, like they're using AI stuff showing like Christian Yelich holding this shirt, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure since he was really good friends with Euchre, he's not going to be advertising something like that. But what the heck, we'll take the axe. That's actually what I'm more interested in. Since I'm going to be trying to just get in Jason's... I'm not going to be trying to avoid his damage. I'm just going to get in his face. So those vitamins could come in handy. We got a bobblehead of his from Major League. That's 7. Last year, it was sometime last year. Like, he's getting to that age, and I knew that as soon as something happened, the price of those were going to go way up, so we got the Harry Doyle bobblehead. I was going through and watching all the clips of him in that movie, and oh my, he was just hilarious. We're not going to do a second throw. I'm going to be extra cautious. 2, 3... Gotta be careful on those side-to-side throws. If I'm a little late on that, that's gonna be a miss. So I gotta dodge a little bit early. Hey, Lorelei, come on up. Come here. I put this extra close so you don't have to walk over the top loader. Yeah, come on. She's giving me the most disgusted look right now because I dare to set this up, to try to set everything up so she doesn't need to walk across my top loader. There's the zombies. Okay, so he was in the cave. Don't do it. Come over here, Lorelei, please. No, no, you don't need to do that. Come here. Come on, over here. Right here. Come on. Over here. There you go. Come on over here. Yep, just a little bit more. One more step. There we go. She has arrived. Oh yeah, like she's got so much, I think either George or Paul might have a good throwing arm too, but they're also just not as, like Chrissy is just, she can do everything but rowing, and rowing fast is the least important skill. She does everything you need to do really well, throwing, jumping, and running. That's why Chrissy is the GOAT. Yep, she will be 20 in July. This way. I was sitting there, I'm like, now if one hits the ground and he runs into it, that's still hit, but I don't want to, I'm trying to get closer so he doesn't back away from one and then it just sits there on the ground. Yeah, she really wants to get over by that top loader, and I really don't want her to go over by that. Oh good, Mark's there. Now as long as Mark doesn't move, we're good, because then he'll just be sitting there and Jason will attack him when he gets to that side of the forest. And there should be one more vitamin left in this stretch. Yep, there it is. I don't know why I'm still jumping. The only thing I'm gonna get now is a knife. There, hit him, got an eighth. Are you gonna sit there and mock me? You just wanna get involved. At least she's not putting her butt in front of the camera. That was a very common occurrence. I feel like this is gonna be the hardest cabin fight day. Because like right after I dodge, he could change his speed. And if I'm trying to hit him side to side, I could miss. Like on day 3, I'm not as worried because I'm just gonna long dodge. And if that's why I'm stocking up on all the vitamins. Because if I long dodge and I take a hit, 8. Oh, geez, that almost got a hit there. Oh, that technically, do I count? It missed because I was getting hit. I want to count that as a miss. Technically, the throw was good. It just didn't connect because it went through him because it was using a vitamin, and it doesn't count that, and it's not counting that as a viable throw because I was not, like, it was using the vitamin at the time. So I think I'm gonna count that, even though it wasn't actually a miss. I'm gonna be extra careful. Or I'm gonna be extra picky, I should say, on this, so I'm gonna count that as a miss, even though I didn't actually miss the throw. And that's something I'm gonna have to pay attention to next time, because I did not realize that, like, I don't really use vitamins like that much, so I didn't realize that it was gonna miss like that. Because usually if I'm using vitamins, it's while I'm jumping around and not throwing something at them. I generally don't do the mash Mash strats. So that adds another little wrinkle to this. I like it. I don't think I missed any opening rocks. At least I hope not. If I'm... Oh, wait. No, I went the wrong way. Okay, I have no idea which part of the forest I'm in because I'm not following that route that I normally take. What the heck, we'll grab that. Oh, geez. Oh, nope, that one missed. Did not hit him in the... I don't know why I went for 8 there. Well, actually, I do. That would have been 2 bars of health that he lost instead of the 1. But that's still a dumb place to go for that. Like, you know he's running away. Don't, unless he's in the act of throwing, don't try to take an extra shot. That's just asking for trouble. Kind of wondering if I'd be better off trying to go into more of a damageless type strategy when I'm getting low on health, so I don't end up losing, like, missing a shot, but then I also risk running into a knife. I mean, technically, yeah, they cancel each other out. Like, I didn't actually miss the throw, it would have connected. But it also did go through him. I mean, that's just because of the way the game's coded, but it did go through him. So I'm trying to be, like, extra picky on this. Like, I noticed, like, when Slack does challenges like this, if something like that happens, he'll get people come, well, you know, you didn't actually do it because this, and... I'd rather not have to worry about that. That was easy enough. It's dusk already? How is it this late? Oh yeah, it definitely would have damaged him. Because it was just, I threw it and it went right through him because I was in the process of being revived with a vitamin. But it went through him, and even though I know it didn't miss, it's still, my brain still says, well, you know, you could do it without that. You can do this without that happening to make it look even more fancy. So it's kind of more of a personal preference of mine as far as, I mean, yeah, as far as the spirit of not missing a throw, I didn't miss the throw, but I still want to try to do it I still want to try to do it without that happening, because I don't like the idea of having something to be about not missing a throw and then having those go through him while it's reviving. So I'm just being extra picky. Yeah, it's very, very pinkies up. My sister and I used to do that when, what did we, it was something we drank as kids, we'd always do that. But I mean, now that I know that's coming a little more, I can be on the lookout for it. This is gonna be the end of day 1, we'll be right into day 2 again. See, that's one of the things I like about these challenges like this, is I wouldn't have, that's something about the game I wouldn't have known. Like, I had never really thought about the fact that makes your throws miss too while you're getting that revive. Ooh, we don't want Chrissy there. Okay, he's gonna be hitting George, so we're gonna go this way, grab these 2 vitamins. Wait, is he hitting? Yeah, he's hitting George. Then we'll go back down and then we'll save George. There's... like, I don't know the proper path through the South Forest. That's something I really need to dig into. But I only go into the South Forest if Jason's attacking someone in this cabin and I can chase him. Other than that, I never go in the South Forest, so I've kind of been lazy about learning that. Oh, that one was close. And, like, there's a few things like how to best handle Jason's approach on day 3. I've actually been practicing that on my own, just trying to get a little more consistent on those. I'm glad he ran into that one. Okay, so now that one didn't miss because he was already dead. So that one I'm fine with, because he was dead at that point. I missed? Which one did I miss? Was it the one that hit the ground? Because he ran over that. Where did I miss something? So I'm glad people are helping me watch this, because I did not catch any. I did not notice anything there. What are you doing, Lorelei? Trying to think of where that would have been. Did I airmail a torch? Or was it in the cabin? What are you doing, sweetie? What is it? Yeah? Come on, over here. You don't need to walk across that. Come here. Oh, the first... I did. Okay. Thank you for catching that. I'm gonna have to pay a lot more attention on the... Oh, did I try to hit him as he was running away? Yeah, I know I don't like to reset for bad seeds, but both the counselors I need are on the other side of the map. Let's get a little closer. Actually, I shouldn't say both. The only one I want is Chrissy. Mark's throwing arm would be a disaster in this. His throwing arm is so bad. Oh no, I'd rather just restart if I miss. And it's like, I'd hate to, like, I'll go back and I always, like, for challenges, I'll always go back and watch them before I actually upload anything just to make sure I didn't miss anything. But it's good to know, like, it's good to know ahead of time that, yeah, you didn't get this. You missed one on this fight. Because I had completely, I just completely missed the fact that I did not catch one on that path fight. But it's each little failure there is it gives me a little bit more information about what to do next. Like it kind of, oh, uh-oh. We're just gonna hit you 7 times. Unlike that other one where I tried to hit him 8 to get that 1 extra bar of health. And he ran off before it hit him. I've got 3 vitamins so far. 4 vitamins, excellent. Hopefully 4 is enough. And now we'll wait. See, there I was able to get 9 because he was in the act of hitting me. Yeah, the rocks are the rockets in the, well, the torch is probably harder than the rocks. But like doing this with the axe on path fights would also be pretty difficult, because then you've got to be jumping a lot because it's 2 bars of health per axe, and you can't really just get in his face and mash. And I think if I remember right, the axe is really slow too. Lorelei. Hey, let's not walk across that. Alright, that one I'm pretty sure was good. Oh geez. I almost threw at that crow. I don't know which road he's on right now, because he didn't run into anybody. There's no one here. Okay, let's see. Let's take a look at the cabin layout. Well, that doesn't help me at all. I mean, it's possible people move. Well, people probably moved, but I don't think he hit anybody there. So I just kind of gotta wait. Zelda came up earlier this morning, but she's not as interested in being on camera. She's a little more, well, I shouldn't say shy, but she's just, if she hears my voice, she doesn't think that I'm talking to her all the time. And the other two don't usually come downstairs. Well, Bella just has no interest in going downstairs at all. Carly wants to get down here all the time, but then she gets in fights with Zelda primarily, and we have to separate them. Hey Cherokee, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Hey Guilty, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Tuesday as well. Yeah, Zelda is a short-haired gray tabby, and Belle and Carly are ragdolls. My wife had Bella and Carly when we met, and I had Zelda and Lorelei, so we kind of Brady bunched our cats. Five. 6. It is Taco Tuesday. Laura's leaving out the day old Taco Bell. What was that? Actually, is there anyone in the fort in the cave loop? Kind of like, in the interest of conserving vitamins, do I just let Jason get to the next cabin here? Oh, I guess we're gonna do it this way. He ran through it, we're good. I don't consider it a miss if he runs through it while it's burning on the ground, because that still does damage him. And in that case, I also throw it at the ground so he runs through it and I can get an extra shot in. Why are you starting way over here, Chrissy? Lorelei, don't do it. Okay, so he's gonna be going after Paul next. That was really close. Almost ran right into that knife. There is a vitamin over on the other side of the cave. Lorelai, don't do it. Over here, sweetie. I know you're making this extra difficult here. I can't be focusing on you while on what you're doing over there. Okay, we're just gonna go for it and hope we don't get Lorelai. One. Nope, that was a miss. Should not have thrown that. Oh, perfect start for Chrissy. Gotta be really careful on those day 2 cabin fights. I'm mad at you, Jason. We cannot miss a single throw. Every throw has to do damage. And I missed that one in the, cabin. There we go. A quick 7 and we're off. Actually, is he gonna be... Okay, we got Debbie over there. Debbie and Mark. Alright, so we are going to try to get the torch before he gets... Well, he's gonna get to Mark pretty quick, but... Actually, no, he's gotta run through the whole north side of the camp. Lorelai, let's not hit the top loader, please. Come on, don't do it. Come over here, please. Yeah, between Jason and Lorelai, this is, becoming quite exciting. Wait, what am I doing? Lorelai, no, get your foot off of that. Great, I just ran into a zombie. She was about this far from the reset button. But it's always nice when a challenge gets completed and she's sitting right here so she can come celebrate. I was gonna say, I know there's a vitamin around here. Actually, I'm gonna take the right path. I think it's a little longer, but we've got more than enough time. It doesn't matter if he starts taking passive damage. But there is a vitamin on the way. So we've got 3. One, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I wonder if it might be potentially easier to try doing, like, damageless strategies on path fights. And then if I see a knife, then I mash. But I'm only throwing one torch at a time with damageless, so it's not like I have many opportunities to miss. So that might be the way here. So I know roughly where all the knives are gonna spawn, so I can, if I see one pop up in that area, as long as I don't jump into it. That was 7. Okay, see that one, he was already dead, so that's fine that it went through him. Because there was nothing to hit. So we're all good so far. Can't hit something that's not there. Or at least not there, not able to be hit. You're gonna have to be careful outside of this one, though. There is a knife that'll spawn right out here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I almost did 6. Glad I didn't do 6. Got him. Okay, this could work. This could be a very quick day too, as long as I don't screw up this cabin fight. And I'd like to have a couple more backup vitamins, but cabin fights are a lot safer. Where are you? There he is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Got him. All right, getting in the groove here. There we go, day 2. All right, I think I've got the hang of this. Ooh, good spot. Actually, let's just wait here. That was a quick 7, no hits. Sometimes I'll try to throw a torch at the flying zombies if they're in my way. Gotta remember not to do that. Alright, he was at the cave. Next he's going to the forest. But first I gotta remember to... 3 vitamins might not be enough. I have not practiced long dodges in a long time. Lorelei, don't nuzzle my hand, please, right now. Or... I think that was 7. I don't think I missed any of those. And did he not hit me? Or did I get hit on one of those? Not that that really matters. Okay, I'm holding my hand like this because I am going to press B and launch a torch at a zombie. He is too far away now. He didn't get stopped, so I'm not going to try to chase him into the South Forest. Hopefully we have a friend here. Well, we don't have a friend there, but at least Laura's able to stop him. Ooh, vitamin. There we go. Alright, a quick 7, then we run off. 4 vitamins should be fine here. 2, 3, 4. Three more. Got him! Even with that final hit, but I don't think I'm gonna have to go back and watch the tape again on that a little closer. But I think that was it. Thanks for the GG, Steven. Thanks, Baseball. And thanks for suggesting this one, Baseball, as well. So I believe we have the Deadeye challenge complete, and I've had a lot of requests for something special that we have that was sent to me, I think, last week by Looking for Giants. Thanks for the GG's, Vegas. Oh, excellent. I'm glad there's another set of eyes there that didn't catch anything. So we're just gonna quickly turn this off, take out my original cart. Hey, Luck, thanks for the GG's. And we're going to pop in the EverDrive. And we're gonna put the Friday the 13th cart safely in this nice thick plastic sleeve so it doesn't get any cat litter on it. And I'm seeing this for the first time as well. So this is something I have not seen firsthand either. I know what's coming. Wait a minute. This is labeled as community. That can't be right. Wait. That's why I hit start. I didn't hit AA. There we go. Oh yeah, I think the avatar's random unless it keeps everything that was there, like keeps the one you had last time. But what we have here is Looking for Giants made us a community ROM hack for Friday the 13th. So it's got people in the Friday the 13th community. Yes, we actually do have a community built around this game. It's got PGH Guitar Guy, me, Bedwell Blackburn, the Cheeseball 81, Popcorn Cannon, and Looking for Giants. So we are all playable characters in this. We've taken the place of the various counselors. Now the nice thing about this is every counselor can run fast, they have good jump, so no one's stuck with like being, say, George. Everyone's got good skills, everyone can play as themselves without having to worry. Anyone that has the community hack can pick their favorite pick their favorite person and go nuts. But here I'm gonna pick Giants because she is in the best cabin here. And there's something a little special about this version of the hack that we will be seeing eventually. And I know what's coming. I made the sprite, but it's just so incredibly cursed that I'm very curious to see what it looks like here. It's not Jason anymore, it's Giant Laura. And the name, we haven't figured out how to get the name piece changed yet, so it still says Jason, not Laura. But instead of fighting Jason, now we have giant noodles. In just looking at the sprite sheet for that, it is one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen in my life. It's just so wrong, but at the same time, it's so right. Because now we're getting rid of the true evil in Crystal Lake here. Because Jason really, he just misunderstood. Jason didn't do anything wrong. But Laura, she ruins all of the any percent runs. Oh, beans. I forgot to turn... Okay, well, we'll just... well, no, that's fine. I forgot that it doesn't really matter if I accidentally did a save state there. I forgot to turn off the button combination to disable save states, but it's not like this is a like challenge run or anything. This is just to show what the new version of the community hack does. So I'm not worried about the fact that I just accidentally hit save. Look how fast they go too. This is maximum warp. See, now Laura is going after PGH. And look, she's got a machete. She's using that to cut her noodles. It's just so wrong. So now we'll wait here. I forget it takes longer because it's so... Now look at that. Is that not one of the most disgusting things you've ever seen in your life? But yeah, eventually it'll say Laura there, all the Jason text will be replaced with Laura, but... Just seeing this actually happen... This is something we've, like, joked about for so long. And thankfully, Looking for Giants had the knowledge, and she was willing to take the time to not only make us this community hack, but put this in there. Because pretty much everyone in the Friday the 13th... Lorelai, oh geez, she was on the reset button. That was close. Everyone in the Friday the 13th speedrun community kind of shares that opinion on Laura. Don't do it, Lorelai. Yeah, it's basically, yeah, it's terrifying. Just seeing that many of them at once, too. When, like, if you're looking at the sprite sheet, it's just, it's so rough. Yep. So I had to try to rejudge the timing there. Come on. And the hard part with doing this too is you're limited with the number of colors you can use on a sprite. Like that, if you notice, like the counselors only use a certain number of colors and Jason only had a certain number of colors. That's because the game doesn't have enough space, or I don't know, maybe it's not a memory issue. I assume it is, but you couldn't add other counselors in or other colors in. So you're very limited with the color palette and the number of colors you actually get to use. So it's like, if you see each of the counselors, like, if you look at my sprite versus my avatar, it doesn't have the glasses because there wasn't an extra color to add the glasses in. I do like the colors make it a lot easier to do things like this, though. Like, if this was Super Nintendo, I would have had, like, we would have had to try to make Laura shaded and everything, too, and the shading is a lot harder than just having straight colors. Hey, there's me. Come on, Laura. Right now we're just cooking the noodles, it's all good. For anyone wondering why we call Laura Noodles, she's got a terrible throwing arm. Like, her throwing arm is the same as Mark's. So it's just really bad, it's got no range, it's slow. And that's the reason why... I didn't even catch that the first time. But yes, why we don't like Laura. What cabin did he die in? I have no idea where he is right now. Seeing that just completely made me lose my train of thought on what he's doing. I think he was going this way. Maybe. But with Laura, in any percent, you want in this cabin, you want this to be Paul, because there's 256 RNG seeds. The any percent seed will repeat twice, so you have a 1 in... oh geez, 128 chance of getting that seed. So if you reset the game, out of every 128 times you reset, you'll get that seed that you need, where it's got Mark in the top left cabin of the lake, Luke, Paul here, and Chrissy on the next cabin over. The next small cabin right here. Now, sometimes you'll get one, and you have to have a buzzer right at the start, where Jason is attacking Paul right here in this cabin. So there's a lot of things that have to line up well to get any percent to work, to get a chance at any percent. So you get that, you're going through, you think you've got the right seed. You're going through, you usually have a blazing time, you get the torch in under a minute, you're looking at a personal best, and then you go into Paul's cabin and Laura's standing there. Now with Laura there, you still can complete your run, but her throwing arm is so much worse than Chrissy's, where you're losing like 3 to 4 seconds just to her having a worse throwing arm. And on a run that can be done, and the world record for any percent is I think 248. So a run that can be done in like 3 minutes, that's a pretty significant time loss. Like losing 4 seconds just because Laura's showing up there. So we all just kind of made jokes about how much we hated Laura because of that. And then it became this meme within the Friday the 13th community about not liking Laura, and that's where like the misadventures of Laura came from. And that's how this came to be. So that's kind of a little backstory on how we all banded together in dislike of Laura. It's really nothing again. Like overall, she moves, she runs fast, she can't jump, she's got a terrible throwing arm. But she's still more useful than like someone like George. Who else is around here? I don't want to kill giants. Well, I'm the closest, so I'll pass this to me. I think, was someone else there? No, I was definitely the closest. No, geez, so I could have just went that way. Alright, so let's finish this off. Lorelei, it's really difficult to do this when you're sitting there blocking. Oh, no, don't do it! Okay. Alright, now we gotta get back in rhythm here, because I'm gonna kill myself! She was walking across the, she almost walked across the reset button again. Okay, you can... oh, that was really close. Okay, Laura, you can go away anytime now. Whew. I was worried that was going to be a fight to the death. Okay, so we're gonna let Bedwa take over here. Hey Tim, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. Yeah, I know it's possible, like the Halloween ROM hack says that lets you change the name too, so we know it's possible, it's just we haven't figured out exactly where to change that yet. Tim, this is the Friday the 13th community ROM hack. It takes, we've got 6 people from the Friday the 13th speedrun community, well, Friday the 13th community, not necessarily speedrun community, and they've been placed into the game, which is awesome. They've got PGH Guitar Guy, me, Bedwa Blackburn, who I'll be controlling here because Lorelei almost got me killed, the Cheeseball 81, Popcorn Cannon, and the creator of the hack, Looking for Giants. And, I'm not sure if you saw the abomination that we were just fighting, but it has been changed to have... Jason has been replaced with Laura. Because she is the true evil in Crystal Lake. And eventually this is like you have finally managed to defeat Laura. All that kind of good stuff. But oh god, that is just so cursed. Look at that. Yeah, she was really, that's like the third time tonight alone she has almost hit the reset button. You were just all over the place, sweetie. So yeah, that is the new update for the community hack. And it's awesome and I love it. It's like, it's still getting update like a little by little, because Giants doesn't exactly have, she's not really made of time to do that, and this is all something she's doing just to be nice, and it's incredible. And like when she first came to me and it's like, hey, I put you in the game, and it was one of those things where I had never known I wanted to be a playable character in a game until I actually had it. I was like, this is like a dream come true. And then Lorelei almost got me killed. Oh, let's see. It's 8:56. It's too early to call it for the night. I think I'll try to do... Wow, she left a lot of litter on that chair. I think I'll try to do one God Run attempt. Not gonna reset it or anything. Basically, if I start taking a bunch of hits, we'll just do a stone only run. So we're putting the original cart back in here. Tuck the EverDrive safely into its plastic sleeve. All right, time for one God Run attempt. Got something in my eye now. I mean, I'm not expecting to get this at all. Not tonight. I haven't done any actual controller in hand practice today, or since last week. I've just done kind of like study stuff. This is a terrible seed. Actually, no, this might work. He's got a 50% chance to spawn right outside the cave loop. Got him. 3. What is going on? There's like someone's running upstairs. I can hear the feet thudding against the floor. Starting to get a little nervous that I might have to use a different controller for this. Because my down left dodges, like I could try to change the down right, but it doesn't feel right. Is that one of those, that looks like, that emote looks like one of those, alien things from Muppets that went, or from Sesame Street or whatever it was. Those scared the crap out of me as a kid, and now I think they're adorable. Hey Chris, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. Oh, did I buffer this input? No, I guess it doesn't matter. He's attacking anyway. That's good to hear. Like, I think those aliens, they looked like they just had a coat, they were like a coat hanger. That went really well. Finished the SMZ3 seed. Went to the gaming store that reopened. What did I do after that? Just kind of sat around. Took a little break before the kids got home. Oh no, I just wasted a day-night. You want to try to prolong day as long as you possibly can. Because These hitless runs get a lot more punishing when night rolls around. And unfortunately with him... Oh, there's one hit. So this one's already dead, but we're gonna keep going with the stone only. Just cause... Oh. Maybe I have time to reset. It's only 9 o'clock. This was like 5 minutes in. That's fine. We can do that. Now, running here might not have been a good idea. Oh, yeah, no, there's plenty of time. I got till there's 40 seconds left. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I know some people like hate the level grind in RPGs like that, but that's something I absolutely loved. Like, I still remember playing Final Fantasy IV. Well, it was Final Fantasy II on Super Nintendo, but technically 4. And I was sitting there in the moon at the end of the, like, right before the final battle, just running around, leveling up, and I did that for hours. Like, I got all 5 of the characters to level 99, and that was a very long process, and I loved it. Okay, so clearly there's no one there. Okay, good. I was worried he might have got through already. And granted, I could have skipped this and tried to make day last a little longer, but... Come out, you coward. All Chrissy's doing is holding rocks. You have nothing to be afraid of. I think that's the second time tonight he's been in this particular room in a large cabin. Usually I don't see him here. That just saved like 3 seconds. Okay, we're just gonna reset there. Not reset the game, but reset the pass. Okay, that was a really weird battle, but thankfully no damage. That's 5. Hey Ninja, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. That missed. 1. Oh, early Saturday. That's always nice. Can actually enjoy that weekend day, or at least the second half of it. What is going on? Actually, no, I can follow him into the forest. It's not dark yet. Actually, I think he's gone now, but... Whoa, okay. Was not expecting him to be there, but that works. Okay, good. Yeah, the Martians, that's what it was. Your left ear feels lonely. Can your right ear keep a company? Hashtag dad puns. Yeah, the Martians. I don't know why, but as a kid, they scared me so much. Got him. Alright, see, this is good. Him starting on B like that is really nice, because cave, you get so many quick battles inside, and that makes it night so much quicker. Oh, that's weird. Well, I don't use an emulator. This is a top-loading NES. No emulator. Oh, resume stuff. Very nice. Yeah, the noises those Martians made. The Ackerblocker. I don't know how to spell that, but it was just... That combined with their clothes hanger type face was not something childhood me enjoyed. Where am I? Okay, I was gonna say, I need this zombie to let me know where he is. Oh, I thought I was hit there. I did not. I thought that thing was gonna land right on top of me. Okay, hopefully that's easy to fix. Oh wait, I could actually, this is technically this is God Run attempts. Where is my... What is that? There we go. Let's put up the God Run explanation here. Still, I'm looking at her health bar. I did not get hit there. There was no iframes or anything. I don't know how. Like, I must have been 1 pixel off. Like, 1 pixel away from that zombie. Because I went under it, and then I got hit there. Still. 1 hitter. Oh, we already did Curse Laura. Well, thank you so much, Jason. Welcome in, hope you're having a good Tuesday. If you have any specific questions on how the game works, you can definitely feel free to ask. I'm always happy to share what I know on this. I haven't... Well, there was... I had some issues getting... Well, there's 2 hits. I had some issues getting everything set up, but everything sounded good when I tested. Right now, the EverDrive is back in there. It's behind me. We go to A. Because this is the original NES cart, so I don't have the EverDrive on. But I believe that the streams are available to view after the fact, like they're not hidden or anything. Got him. It's not something that's good for eyes. It's quite disgusting. Also, you share a birthday with Jason. Oh, that might... I didn't test with headphones. I just had my computer monitor going. Oh, poo, it's dusk. The nice thing about this is not resetting this, is I'll be able to get a little bit of day 3 practice. I have a new way I want to try to approach day 3 path fights at the beginning. And I have no idea if that's gonna work properly or not. 2, 3... Must be nice to share a birthday with Jason. And today is his birthday. did the same thing last time too? Huh. I'll have to see if there's a setting in OBS that's doing something with that. Actually... I have a thought. Let me try something quick. 1 second. I have an idea. Did that fix anything? Okay. Then it was the same for me. It took the sound from my TV off too. So I saw one of the white cables was unplugged, and that would explain why it was unplugged, because it took off the audio. Huh. So there's got to be game audio's back now though, right? I hope. There's got to be something. Lorelei, don't do it. Come on. Over here. Okay, good. There's got to be something that's causing that. I'll have to... I'm gonna make a note to Google that later. There's probably some setting in OBS that I just need to fix. Wait, who's... Okay, down here. I know there were... I actually almost didn't start stream tonight because my top loader wasn't connecting to the TV. So it might be something with that. Like one of my cables might be starting to go. Yeah, growing up, this game was so much harder. Like, there was no internet to help you figure out how it worked. The manual lies, the game lies. It was just so much harder to figure out. Like, heck, up until a couple years ago, I had no idea Jason had a set route that he followed. I thought he just teleported everywhere. So learning that he didn't just teleport was kind of like a mind-blowing... It was a mind-blowing experience. It's like, oh, instead of just waiting for him to show up, I can chase him. And then that opened up this whole thing about wanting to try to figure out everything possible about this game that I might not have known already. Wait, maybe we're just a little early? Beans! Yeah, I've studied his route very, very heavily. The only part I'm not too familiar with is the South Forest, and that's because I don't really go in there much. Yeah, I mean, that's... It being... Like, the vanilla game being too easy is kind of where the challenges came from. Like, I've played this through so many times, and I've practiced the, like, damages fights and everything, where the vanilla game just didn't really pose a challenge anymore. And that's where when I started doing challenge runs. Was just doing different things to try to keep the game fresh and make it a little harder again. There we go. Yeah, the South Woods is not fun. I mean, I suppose it'd be like the North Woods, but like we don't go into the South Woods for anything. The Quick Torch cabin is in the North Woods. And there's really nothing of value in the South Woods. So why would you go into that unless you're chasing Jason down? And you can't really catch up to him when he goes into the South Woods cabin unless he's attacking someone in the bottom right cabin of the lake right after he hits the kids. Otherwise, by the time you get out there, he's too far ahead, and then... I mean, technically you could figure out where he's going from there, but... I just prefer to go to the other side of the forest and wait at that point. Almost landed on that axe. That wouldn't have been fun. Okay, you can die anytime now, Jason. There we go, day one. Hey Robert, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. Shinobi, I know I've heard of... I don't think I've ever played those. Was that on Genesis? Or am I thinking of am I thinking of The Last Ninja? I'm picturing a box art right now. Where was that fight? I have no idea where he just was. I completely forgot where I was on the map. He has 32 bars and it's 5 hits a bar. So it's 160, but you have 2 overflows every battle. Because he runs away after 7. And he won't actually stay and fight to the death until he's got 7 bars or less. Like in that low percent speed run, I kill everyone but 2 counselors, so every fight is a fight to the death, because when there's 1 or 2 left, he'll fight to the death. But in this, since I'm trying to avoid taking any damage at all, we have to change things up a little bit, and this is not going to work. I mean, thankfully the run's already dead, but he's gonna unless... Come on, second zombie. Nope. If that second zombie was just a second earlier, it would have blocked him from appearing. He'll show up at 43 seconds and 33 seconds on the lake. I should really do the math to figure out how many stones I'm actually hitting him with here. So that's 2 hits on day 2, we're at 4 total. Still technically in PB range, but how did I avoid damage there? I'm surprised I knew that was Genesis. Crap, where he's gonna... I think he's going to the cave next. Why did I do... Nope, he was going on B. Why did I do that? That's 3 hits. The only time the lake isn't free is during the day. If it's dusk or night, you can very quickly utilize the Buddy Crow and it's free. Well, that's getting a crow to spawn and letting that escort you across the lake, because it'll block zombies and Jason. At dusk, the crow will spawn right away, and at night, it's after 2 zombies. So that's 5 total. It's day now. Let's see how far I can get into the South Forest here before I forget where I'm going. The first battle or 2 on a new day on a path is the hardest, because you got to get used to the new speeds and everything when you're so used to doing the previous day's speed. That was 3 hits. 4 or 5. There we go, got him. 1. 2, 3, 4, 5. Lorelei, she's sitting there like nuzzling my hand, trying to get my attention. And she's doing that right while I'm holding the controller, trying to avoid Jason. I'll be right over there when we're done, sweetie, okay? Where do I go from here? This way? Yep, that way. That was the direction. Okay, where do I go from here? We keep going to the left, or was I supposed to go down there? I guess we'll find out. I mean, they're right. Oh! Yeah, Jason can do so many things so quickly. How he can manage to get the kids and swim at your boat at the same time. The cabin music, like, to me, it manages to be both creepy and soothing at the same time, and I absolutely love it. Okay, I guess we got out this way. I always end up doing that. Okay, I don't know if anyone's there. We're just gonna... okay. I don't know if we got him going in or out, though. He could be leaving that cabin, or he could be coming... he could be just coming out of the forest, or he could be leaving that cabin. And we won't know unless someone is in there getting attacked right after the buzzer hits. 3, 4, 5... So I'm just gonna head to the right. And it was... okay, he was leaving the cabin. Should not have thrown that one. 2, 3, 4... Hauntingly beautiful, that's a good way to put it. Not a problem, thanks for hanging out, Chris. Hope you have a good rest of the night. Good luck on the Lufia, if I'm pronouncing that even close to right. Alright, caught up to him here, good. He's got his toothbrush, I got my rocks. 3, 4, 5. 6. 7, wait. Was I just counting my dodges and not my actual hits? I think I was counting dodges. Wait a minute. That's... this... okay, that worked. 2... I thought that was the forest. 3, 4... Well, this is a nice little stretch. 2... 3, 4... I shouldn't be doing 7 there. That is not a smart move. I shouldn't be trying to hit him 3 times on one pass. That's just asking for trouble. But I guess we're just gonna wait here. 1. 2. Almost landed on that. That would have been bad. 3, 4... 5, 6. Got a zombie right in my face when we open the door. Come on, where are you? So far, I think, aside from the really early part of day 2, I don't think I've taken a hit since then. It's still a 5-hitter, so it's still not... But it could still PB. Get away, zombies. Too early. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I was expecting him to be going after the kids right there. Was not expecting to be rewarded with a second fight. Got the jump scare. Love it ×2. It's the fact that this game can still give me the occasional jump scare, even though I know where Jason is. It makes it so much better. Uh-oh. Okay, that crow is getting dangerously close. If it gets too close to you, it'll swoop down. And if it's flying low like that, you're gonna take a hit. If it's flying high, you can avoid it, but... 1. Well, I shouldn't say you can't avoid it, it could just miss you, depending on where you are. So you gotta make sure the crow does not get too close. Oh yeah, I love the 2017 game. For the first 6 months or so that it was out, I played that well, not with the same group every night, but like, I ended up meeting a group of people on there that there was probably about 15 of us, and whoever was on from the group that night, we just all go into a private lobby and we just play every single night. I've actually got some videos of old games I played with the guys from the Halloweenverse buried somewhere on my YouTube channel. Hey Kins, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. Those are a little more, there's a little more intense, like, I try to keep most things PG. But though, obviously with the 2017 game, the language is going to be a little more colorful. But we had some great moments on that. I know I've seen people still streaming it, so I know it's still available somewhere. Yeah, the manual, this thing lies so much. I don't know if it's bad translation, if it's intentional to try to keep players confused, but the manual lies about so many things. Oh, did you play, were you like a Vanessa? Or like a Bugsy, Chad? I like to play as, for the longest time, I played as an Evasion Tiffany. So I did start doing a Speedo Chad near the end too. But I was so bad at the combat portion. I was just a lot better at being quiet and trying to, like, keep my distance. And then my big part of that game was I loved the endgame chase. It's like when it was just me and Jason at the end and he was tunneling on me and I try to basically avoid him until the clock ran out. Assuming there was no way for me to escape there. But like if other people had the chance to go, I'd be like, yeah, I'll stay back. I have no problem trying to run Jason around. So it kind of worked because some people like to try to get out right away, and then there was me who just liked to run around and try to chase Jason off or run him around for a while. Oh, nice! DS Chrono Trigger. One of the best games ever made. Let's say, I kind of, like, I've always wondered if the use the torch instead of use the lighter was also a translation issue, or maybe they didn't have the, like, torch is only 5 letters, and I think lighter is 7. So it's like, did they just not have room for 2 characters, so they just wanted to highlight the fireplaces? Oh, it was so much fun when you had someone that was really good as Jason. I usually just picked, I set my preference to Counselor, because I never wanted to be Jason. Like, I would on occasion if it was just like the Halloweenverse guys I was playing with. If it was just the 6 of us, I'd sometimes be Jason. But I always preferred to just be a Counselor instead. Running people all over the place with Tiffany, or hitting them in the head with the bat with Speedo Chad, and then dancing at them. I should go back and look at some of those old games again. AJ was for the longest time, AJ was my backup. I like the quiet counselors, and she had her pair is so good. Whereas Tiffany's like, I don't know how to put in gas into a gas tank. Like, I can get not being able to repair a fuse box, or put a propeller on necessarily, but filling a car with gas, I feel like she should know how to do that. Did I say chasing Jasing? I have a tendency to word scramble. Quite a bit. Perfect. I know Atlas did the actual development of it, but I'm not sure where they were located, or like where the team that did the development. I want to say it was Japan, because I remember hearing something about the reason Jason's purple and teal is because all they were really given to go off of was a movie poster that made Jason look purple and teal. Hey Norin, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. Oh, Deborah had one of my favorite skins, that the bunny Halloween costume. Oh, the archery range was good for that. There were those cabins that had the really long table that worked really well for that. I used to, like, I hated the Camp Crystal Lake map because there wasn't like a really good place to try to evade Jason at the end. They just had that little cluster of cabins on the right. But I was like the one person that loved Pinehurst and what was the Part 4 map? Whatever the Part 4 map was called. Like, Pinehurst had some great... There was the room with the radio on Pinehurst, and sometimes I'd go and, like, near the end, crouch down there with Sense Evade and see how long it would take Jason to search the whole house trying to find me. Oh, crap. This is a fight to the death. These take so long inside of cabins. So far, though, there was an initial 3 hits really early in day 2, and then the rest of day 2 went by without a single hit so far. And there's still quite a ways to go here. Still got 20 left before we get to day 3. Come on, Jason, just slow down so I can get some extra hits in here. 15. 14. 13. You know, Jason, this would go a lot faster if you would slow down. That's better. At least on day 3, he's always oh. Oh, I thought I was getting hit there. Must have been 1 pixel off on that. There we go. Jarvis House, that's it. Oh, I used to love doing that. We did that we didn't do that a lot, but we did that a couple times with the car. Oh, there was one match we had where it was just we were playing with some random people, and the person that got Jason was AFK. So we ended up I think they disconnected partway through the match. I'm guessing it was like the idle kick or something. But we were all a bunch of people escaped, and we're like, where is he? No one's seen him yet. And then we went over to his cabin. He was just standing there enjoying the scenery. We can let the kids get set attacked for 30 seconds though. Yeah, can't do those cabin fights though. Oh, I hated the small maps. There was just, I wanted more room to run around in. Packanack where was the place I used to hide in Packanack? There was the, it was the room where you could sometimes get the phone on the 2nd floor. Right by the little balcony. I'd open the window there and kind of crouch in the corner, and if he went in, I'd climb out the window and then try to run by him. Or the better one was the far right room where you could jump out of a window right by the fire pit. I would sit up there and I would lock the door, and then I used a medic. I think that was the one with double sprays and thick skinned. So if Jason would find me, I'd jump out the window, heal, and then I'd run around and just keep repeating that until I ran out of heals. And I'd get double heals, so that would drive them crazy. Crap, I don't know where he was again. Where was he at the end of the day there? Was he attacking the kids? I know it was a cabin fight. We'll just stay here in case he was on A. Nope, doesn't look like he's on the cave route. Oh, biscuits, he was on the cave. Okay, this is fine. Got till 40 seconds to get to that other small cabin over here. Alright, now we can swap. I know I've seen people still playing the 2017 game. And I guess I've heard that there's like a group of people that have private servers or something up. But I don't know how accurate that is. It's just kind of like one of those, maybe this is what's happening. But I know I've seen people playing it on stream, and someone on my Steam friends list was playing it yesterday, but I don't know if they were actually playing it like they were just doing single player stuff. That was Debbie's fault. Definitely not mine. Okay. I might have to get a different one. Oh, that's not a distraction at all. This run was dead long ago, and I have no problem talking about the Friday the 13th game. Alright, no, I'll do that next time. Actually, maybe, no, if I do that, it'll mess up the input display. I'm pretty sure I did not screw up 2 dodges like that, so I'm thinking this controller is starting to have problems. Which would make sense, because I have been pounding on that down left for ages. Did we make it here in time? I probably should go over by the kids. Just in case. Well, I mean, I know he's gonna be back here. 1. Two, should not have thrown that. The first battle of the day on day 3 strikes again. Okay, so then I just crouch. That's way beyond PB hits. I've lost track of how many hits that was now. I think that was 3, 5. I want to say maybe we're at 10. Part 6 is mine also, followed closely by 2. I am the one person alive that likes Jason X. Okay, let's really try to press hard down on that dodge button here. The only Friday movies I wasn't a big fan of were 8 and Jason Goes to Hell. Other than that, well, yeah, did I not get hit there? I could try down right, but it feels so awkward to me. Like I've been doing down left for, I started playing this game when I was 7. Almost 35 years. Like, I've tried changing to down right before in the, like, no pressing right, no pressing left challenges. And that was always so difficult for me to do. It's something that doesn't seem like it should be difficult. Yeah, it was Jason Takes Toronto or Vancouver or Canada. 1. He did it again. Oh boy. Okay, so my new little plan to try to do path fights a little better is not working. It's working so poorly that we're gonna have to switch to Mark. Oh man, that was supposed to be Mark. I loved Freddy vs. Jason. I mean, I would have liked it more if it was Kane Hodder. But Ken Kurzinger was fine. I just really wanted to see Kane Hodder and Robert Englund together. 1. This could be a really rough day 3. Did it again. Maybe I'll have to go back and check the input display and see if I'm, like, not pressing both. They made such a big fuss about it being New York, too. Alright, good. That knocked Chrissy into the next available cabin, so Jason will be heading in her direction. Alright, let's try to do this without taking damage for once. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got him. Oh, there is? What's the story? You seem like you've met so many of those really cool people like that. Come on. Dodge. 3, 4, Alright, so far so good after the swap. Had to go in a little earlier than I probably should have because of the zombie there. Where are you, Jason? All these cabin fights are making me really paranoid now. Normally, I feel like I should never get hit on a cabin fight no matter what day it is. But it's been happening more and more every night. I guess if I switch controllers, I'll find out if it's me or if it was the controller. But that'll be for next time. I have to spend a little time trying to break that in. See, this is a big cabin. Alright, now since it's dusk, I'm not going into the forest. Say no to wolves. Okay, Jason, I really just need you to back away. No, not like that. Back away and throw the axe. Don't do a backup so I land on it. That was a rough pattern to get out of. I kind of hope he does that again, though. That's something I need to get. I haven't really seen him do that aggressively before. So that's something I'd like to get a little practice on. Yep, OG, yep, original card. With the top-loading NES and my trusty dog bone controller. I only have 2 backup dog bones, though. So much harder to find these. I mean, I could have bought another one today, but it was with the original box, and it was... because of it had the box, it was a lot more expensive than I wanted to pay. Well, that's how we want him to start the day. Maybe I'm doing something wrong on the initial approach. Oh my, I wonder... maybe that's it. Let's try something. Yeah, there it was again. Alright, maybe we're getting somewhere here. Maybe I'm standing too far back, and that's causing him to start the day in a little more angry, or the battle a little more angry. So they both end up being on the movie then. I love Werthers. I also used to get, I think they were called Cream Savers. They were like the Lifesavers things that they had orange and strawberry. I always used to get the strawberry. I worked at Sam's Club in high school, and I used to buy the giant bulk bags of those. Like, my desk drawer in my room had a bunch of Cream Savers, a bunch of Snapple. There was one other thing I used to buy. I think it was Runts. Those are just like the fruit-shaped sugar. Well, I actually have I have replacement like internals for controllers. I just don't trust myself to fix them. I tried fixing my childhood controller, and because it had a sticky A button, and instead of fixing that, I also broke the B button and the D-pad. So I figure There is a store about a half hour from here that they fix a lot of stuff like that. So I'm sure I could bring them the replacement parts, pay the guy, and he'd fix up the controller for me. Otherwise, I know a couple people on Twitch, like Ugly Owl makes his own controllers. So I'm sure he could take care of that. So if you're looking for custom NES controllers, ugly_owl. There it is, finally. That is such a good sign. It's like nice solid wood. Oh, battery covers, that'd be a good one to get a 3D print. Yeah, that candy can be so bad. I mean, I love Starburst, but I don't eat them much just for that reason. Like, same with Skittles. It's basically just like, why didn't I just, like, chew on sugar? It's amazing how much better things go once you settle into the day. It's just that opening stretch. And I just jinxed myself completely. We're about to get bombarded with axes. Zombie, that was incredibly rude. That's one thing that's very difficult about Day 3 night zombies, when they try to land on top of you and they move. Well, it's not just Day 3, I think they'll do that other days too. But when they start moving side to side. He was in the forest that time, I think. Uh-oh. That was close. Oh, nerds, those are so good. My kids absolutely love nerds. Like, they like the ones on Twizzlers. Oh boy. Alright, good. I remembered where he was going. I also like Heath bars. Big fan of English toffee. See, now I don't know if I'm intentionally, like, if I'm just really mashing down the button on the down left, or maybe it was me and there's nothing wrong with the controller. Right now, this is how I normally press, and they're both working. Oh, nice. Oh, sweet, I'll take a look at that when we're done. I think I've got this. Did I close Discord tonight? Normally I close Discord because it tends to cause issues with OBS, or at least for me it did. Oh boy. Alright, I got baited. That was my fault. Hey Speedspaz, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. Oh yep, I remember seeing your name when I was verifying those runs. How's the trek to, was it what was the time you were going for? I'm pretty sure you already got a 258. Was it 251? 253? That's the wrong way. Jason's going this way. Got him. Okay, 251, that was it. Yeah, it's just so hard when they start moving side to side, because you're used to them just popping straight up. But then if you're sitting still, you think you're fine, and it's like, nope, they want to land right on your head. It's a giant pain. Actually, I was gonna say, wait, could this be a PB? But that's right, Chrissy, I ended up having that snowball fight with Chrissy. So this is definitely more than 9 hits. I think we're at like 11 or 12. But this was more about just testing out my new day 3 theory for path fights. And apparently the initial one was super wrong. There we go. Turn around. Ah, oh, crap. This is the cave. We gotta go left. If you buffer the input, you can sometimes catch him just as he's leaving it up before he leaves the cabin here. But it's really hard to do at night because you have to watch out for, well, normally it wouldn't be, but if you're doing hitless runs, you gotta avoid the zombies too. 1, 2, 2, 3. Just feels so weird not playing as Chrissy, but I failed her very badly. And she's still alive, but she's not the star of the show like she should be. So, like, basically both of them were guaranteed a spot in the movie then. One of them was going to be Jason, the other one would do stunts. So that's kind of cool that it didn't end up being like a one of us gets a job, the other one doesn't kind of thing. Too early. There we go. Don't want to do cave anymore. I want to do path fights. And I really don't want to end day 3 on cabin fights. Don't really need the practice on those, and they're just so long, my hand will start hurting. But the problem with the cave loop is there's actually... Maybe this'll work out. There's not really a good stretch where you can get into constant fights like there is on the forest route. Okay, that seems... I'm gonna have to test that a little more. Which means more path fights. But that seems to be working better for his approach. And that's the part I need to figure out. That's gonna be that's the big barrier here between finishing this and not. Chrissy has a much better throwing arm. Rowing isn't really important. It's actually going faster on the lake, unless you're up against the clock to save the kids, is actually it's not beneficial. Because you're more likely to just plow into a zombie if you're rowing that fast, but they have the same jump and the same running speed. Mark has Laura's throwing arm, which is just the worst possible, and Chrissy has the best possible throwing arm. So, like, overall, a lot of people will pick Mark just because of the rowing, and throwing arm isn't something that is generally... The big things are more... It's more easier to see that, okay, this person rows better, this person jumps higher, this person runs faster. But throwing speed, to me, is far more important than rowing. because like if you're mashing, you get a lot more hits in. You can, like, Mark throws the torch slow, and it's kind of at more of a rainbow. Chrissy throws a nice solid line drive. And she can get a lot more throws off, too. Got baited again. Oh, are we in a fight to the death? I thought Derek Mears did fine. Like, I don't think he was Kane Hodder level, but I'm also incredibly Kane biased. But the thing I liked about, like, Derek, he just genuinely, like, he was, I believe, in Hatchet. Like, he embraces it. He seems to genuinely love horror movies, but he's also, at least everything I've heard about him is he's incredibly nice in person. Like, he's not one of those people that are stuck up or think they're too good for horror movies. Like we've unfortunately ran into with some of other Friday the 13th actors. Where they think they're above that. I like the ones that embrace the horror fandom. But really, as far as Mark versus Chrissy goes, if you're playing the game just normally, you're not going to really see much of a difference. And a lot of it's just personal preference too. Like Popcorn Cannon, when he plays, he just primarily does Debbie only because Debbie's his favorite counselor. And he's one of the, I believe there's, as far as I know, there's only 3 people with a documented hit list run. And he's one of the 3. Him, me, and D-Tysonator. And I have to complete a full God run before I can consider myself equal to D-Tysonator, because right now he is still way ahead of me. But there we go. That was like probably 15, 16 hits in the end. But I've got something to practice now over the next couple days to try to iron out those kinks. Oh, that's awesome. All of them? The closest thing, I have a kitchen knife signed by Danielle Harris and a plastic Freddy glove from Heather Langenkamp, but it's just them. All the Jason actors, that just sounds so cool. Yeah, I wonder if that was something like they didn't have they weren't able to code that in, or they just didn't think of that. There's so many things they could have done with this game, and if I ever learn how to properly, like, I've got my NES programming book, if I ever read that and comprehend it, I'd love to try to do something like Revisited and just expand on this game. Like, figure out something to do with Graveyard that they originally had in the bottom left of the map. Figure out something to do with the whistle. There was so much stuff that they had that we never actually got. Probably because of budget constraints and time, like how quickly they wanted the game out. But it's after 10 o'clock. I have to wake up at 4:30 for work tomorrow, so I should probably call it here. Let's get the good music. Actually, I don't think the end screen plays music from that, but thank you so much for hanging out tonight, everyone. I hope everyone has a great night. Stay safe. Get a good night's sleep. Oh, the graveyard pick was on the back of... I'll see if I can post it in the Friday Discord. It was on the back of looked to be like an early version of the game box. They had, like, Tommy was in place of Mark, and Jason looked like he was made out of paper. So it was really interesting to look at. I actually got that from PGH. But, yeah, well, hopefully, I don't know about tomorrow night. The kids have their tumbling class, so that's a lot of... It's very there's a very tight window for them to get back, get to bed, and for me to get down here, so might not do, if I'm on tomorrow, it wouldn't be this. I try to do Friday the 13th on Tuesdays and or Thursdays. But if all goes well, I'm planning on being back for more God Run attempts on Thursday night around 8 Central. So yeah, thanks again, everyone. I hope you all have a great night, and we will hopefully see you next time. And for those of you on